A list of the topics, themes, and subject matter featured in this episode has been included in the video description.
Season of Dimension 20. I'm your humble game master, Brandon Lee Mulligan. With me for the very first time. Oh wait, I have to come up with the name right now on camera.
Uh-oh.
This was the thing I forgot to do. With our amazing action stars. Say hi, amazing action stars.
Hi, amazing action stars.
We might tail slate that at the end. Folks, welcome to Never Stop Blowing Up, a high-octane, nitrous-fueled romp through a land of explosions, action, and tons of freaking awesome stunts. With me is Isabella Rowland, Alex song-xia, for the very first time in the dome, Jacob Wysocki,
Let's go.
Ify Wadiwe, Allie Beardsley.
Thank you.
There's a line.
And Rekha Shankar.
Oh shit! Wait, actually, that's wait, actually,
Honestly,
the what is it called? The incubator?
Yeah, the incubator.
What's it called?
huge energy to come to the action season with a cardigan that is just ever so like, ooh, look at my lovely cardigan. Folks, we're gonna be playing for the very first time a sort of like homebrewed game system. So we will not only be playing in Never Stop Blowing Up, but we will be playing the game Never Stop Blowing Up, inspired by the amazing game Kids on Bikes / Kids on Brooms from our friend at Hunters Entertainment. If you haven't checked out Kids on Bikes, by gum, you'd better do it. This game is lovingly inspired by some of those mechanics with some alterations. There are 9 key abilities in this game. We got stunts, brawl, tough, tech, weapons, drive, sneak, wits, and hot. All the things you need. Ooh, look at those pecs go.
I did think you were gonna say tits.
Wow, and tits.
And
The 10th, the umami skill.
That's Ify's secret.
Yeah, it's his nat 20 skill is tits, is TNA.
our friends will all be starting their skills at D4s across the board. And anytime they hit the highest value, their die blows up, never stop blowing up. That skill graduates and improves to the higher die type. And that is not only something that happens immediately and remains permanently, that you graduate your die type when you hit the highest value and explode, but also you get to roll that new die in the moment with another chance to explode. You can have a chain of explosions and get your skills really good. Also, you will see these little platters for turbo tokens. On failed checks, you will award yourself a little turbo token and you can spend them. So whenever you spend a turbo token, go ahead and place it in the platform in front of you. So that's where your spent ones go.
Oh, I was wondering.
And then the little mini plate is for the ones that you are collecting.
It's our little bank.
It's your little bank. So you got your little bank, and then you got your big store for the ones you want to pick, and then when you
This
spend
piggy
them,
went to the bank, and this piggy went to market.
Yeah, this is the market.
That actually does really help me remember.
For your checks that you make, if you have time and you are not under stress as you're making a check, you can take half the value of your die, and if it beats the difficulty, you move forward. And again, you can spend those turbo tokens to increase your roll. If you do so, you can trigger an explosion, which also triggers a graduation to that higher die type. You can also, again, because this is all about team playing, you can also spend your turbo tokens helping your friends. It's just you got to spend twice as much for the same oomph. All right?
Interesting.
So, with all of that being said, I invite all of you to envision the arid landscape of many realms that we have traveled to in this, already laughing, of all the many realms we have traveled to in this dome, to castles tall and far-off stars, realms of spaceships and deep magic, cosmic wonders unfolding. We go to perhaps the most bizarre of all, Lake Elsinore, California, in the year 2024. Behold now a land of those big outdoor ice machines that they have outside of gas stations. Just really big. I feel it's always the first thing I see. It's like, oh, look at that big ice maker. Who is solving their ice problems here at the Shell in this way? You see,
It's for parties, it's for chill kickbacks.
it's for chill kickbacks in the Inland Empire. We see a huge billboard for a nearby BMX exhibition, huge part of what's going on in Lake Elsinore. We see that there is a big poster on the outside of a building for a new flavor of Monster energy drink. And the air is arid, dry, hot here in this sort of spring day. Dust kicks up on the wind as yet another dawn has come to the place where all of you congregate. One of the last video rental stores in the United States of America, Dave's Video World. Now, I really thought these were all gone. And it turns out there are over 600 operating video rental stores still in the lower 48. And I think that's incredible. That is a highway, an oil, pow, a highway, a huge propane truck barreling down the highway, its sleek chrome-like exterior racing around the corners of tight hairpin turns in the wall of a canyon. On top of that moving truck, we see two figures engaged in hand-to-hand combat, trading blows back and forth. One of them, a grim-set 5 o'clock shadow, deep-set eyes, a raggedy leather jacket, reaching again and again for a knife on a holster on the belt to end the life of one Vic Ethanol. Iffy, can you describe Vic Ethanol for me?
Yeah, Vic Ethanol is a bald, racially ambiguous, extremely buff man in a white tank top. Has a little bit of a gut, but he's got a build. He's definitely hitting the bench press, not skipping those days. And some, Levi 514s, nice, well fit, and some sneakers. And he's just kind of engaged in hand-to-hand combat.
The goon approaching you on the truck says, "Time to go to bed, Ethanol. It's an all-gas future." And it's gonna take a swing at you. You duck to the side. As you do so, you see racing up behind you a team of bright, highly saturated, beautiful race cars peeling up behind you. And you see Wingman, your partner in crime, a brother to you, Sean Nitro, rolls up and says, "Look alive, Vic," and throws a enormous, what kind of weapon would he throw to you?
Is a giant wrench.
Throws a huge wrench. You grab it. The goon lurches towards you. What do?
I'm gonna go ahead and smack down with the wrench.
Boom! Takes one to the head, tumbles out, falls over the edge of the cliff, careens into certainly death. But we don't linger on that. we don't linger on the human cost of these actions. Instead, the goon simply tumbles away into the canyon, never to be seen or thought about again.
Like he forgot that without siblings, we're nothing.
Without siblings, we're nothing. And as we pan out to see Vic victorious astride this truck racing through the canyon, we pan out to see the dusty edges of an old Toshiba television. We pan out farther to see Wendell Morris watching this movie on screen in Dave's video world. Iffy, can you describe your real character for us?
Wendell is a very small, lanky kid, messy hair. He wears oversized clothing. He has the oversized, uniform for the video store and big baggy jeans and some Chucks on. And he kind of lurches over, kind of smaller, trying to keep himself small.
Wendell, you look up and watch the end of this scene. And as you do, you hear another sort of noise like engines. And you look out the front glass and see pulling donuts on their arrival out in the parking lot are your three brothers, all on dirt bikes.
Guys, you're gonna get me in trouble with my boss again. You can't do donuts in the parking lot.
You see your three brothers walk in, all taking off their helmets, putting them under one hand. What?
You can't do donuts in the parking lot. My boss told me to ask you all to stop. It scares away the customers.
What, the boss of your video store that's going out of business? What's he gonna do, fire you from the job you don't have anymore?
Okay, well, every hour counts. So if I get fired before we close, that's money I don't make.
Oh, whatever, Wendell. And you see one of them goes and starts rifling through the king-size Reese's peanut butter cups up under by the cash register. And another one says, what time are you gonna, you're not gonna stay for the whole shift, are you? It's like it's closing at the end of the week, right?
Yeah, but every hour counts. I mean, look, the H&R Block is closed. There's not much work for us here in the strip mall, so yeah.
You look and see, it's like a little L-shaped strip mall that Dave's Video World is in. You have a Walgreens on one corner, and then there's a Seed and Feed, pet food shop, and then the, for rent used to be an H&R Block on the far end of the little strip mall. And you see one of them says, fine, look, Dad's microwaving a bunch of dinners, okay? So I don't know what you're gonna eat, but that's not gonna be good when it's cold.
Yeah, thanks. I'll reheat it this time. Or I'll pick something up.
Man, look, we all know why you're really working here. Your brother Marcus looks around and says, yeah, wait a minute, where's that, there's a girl who works here who's in your class, right?
Yes, he's in my class, but this is a good job. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, hey, you better make a move fast, man. You're going to UC Irvine in the fall, right?
I don't know if I'm going to UC Irvine.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't want to leave y'all here in the desert and go all the way down to Irvine. Things are scary down there. The Spectrum, all those Lee's sandwiches.
Ricky looks at you and just says, man, look, you do what you want, but at the end of the day, you're wasting your time in a place like this. This is a dead end. You need to take your life seriously, man. You need to get out on that BMX course, okay?
I can't BMX like y'all, Y'all are the motocross BMX guys. I'm the good at, Dota 2,
Dodo?
Dota 2. Dota 2. I watch anime.
Your brothers silently look at each other with a kind of solemnity usually reserved for a funeral and move out from the store. Little ding-a-ling-a-ling at the door. One of them just looks back and says, look, man, you can't spend your whole life playing dodo games. It's time to grow up. And he takes off on his dirt bike.
It's Dota 2.
We move from this place to a nearby store, and I think we see a figure walking through the aisles with a certain degree of stress and alert, moving through the aisles of a store.
Alex, could you go ahead and describe your character for us?
Oh, sure. This is Liv Schuyler. She's, a classic girl next door type. 5'6", the perfect height for a woman. I'm just kidding. Any height is great.
Yeah, whatever you want to be is good.
Yeah, this is
Whatever you want.
whatever you want to be. Any height is great. And she's browsing through the aisles, trying to look discreet.
Your eyes catch on something that I don't even know if Liv really wants it, but your eyes just catch on it because it would be easy enough to take. What do you think Liv is looking at in this moment?
Liv is looking at the nail polish section, and she eyes the black nail polish.
Whoa. Bad girl. She's bad girl.
You see some...
Meanwhile, she's dressed in like mostly pink. She has long hair. So this is different.
You see that there is a nail polish up there at the front. It's sort of set aside on its own. It's not in the kind of rank and file, but it sort of has a little display, like maybe it's new or a little bit premium. And you see it just says Midnight Secret.
Liv keeps walking past, and then without seeming like she's meant to at all, she doubles back a little and just drops the nail polish into her bag.
The nail polish goes in the bag, and you hear a little thwap of it hitting some paper in your backpack, something that you've been saving for a while, but have yet to find the opportunity to throw away. As you go to seal up your backpack, you can see that little bit of nail polish resting against your acceptance letter to Stanford. One that needed to be returned 3 days ago. In this moment, what does Liv do?
She's not gonna think about that. She walks on out of the store.
As you get to the front, you hear a voice saying, Liv!
Huh?
And you turn and you see Miss Delopoulos, who is one of your high school English teachers, who turns to look at you and says, Liv! Liv, hello!
Oh, Miss D, hi.
Hi, I just wanted to say how excited I am for your speech valedictorian.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm trying not to start with the Webster's definition, but it's hard to think of things.
Webster's is trash.
That's what you're always telling us
It's a trash
in English class.
dictionary. Nasty, nasty garbage.
Don't
Yes,
like it
hate
at all.
Well, I just want to say, teaching English here in Lake Elsinore, it's a calling, and it's one that I feel a great deal of pride in. And I know that it enriches the lives of the students that come to pass. And so I found myself very surprised at how meaningful it was when I finally had a student that I thought was gonna get out of here. These kids, sweeties, they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere, believe me.
Well, you never know.
No, I know.
D? Okay.
No, hey,
There's a lot this town has to offer.
how old you're 18, sorry.
I just turned 18 last month.
Yes, lovely. Sorry, I was gonna invite you to go out for a drink. I'm gonna miss you. But you can't drink, you're 18.
No, I couldn't.
What are you gonna do in the big world?
I don't know. Maybe I'll come back and teach English.
You take it back.
Oh.
Take it back.
Mr. D, you're gripping my arm real hard. Yeah, sure, I take it back.
You see, she goes,
Sweet Liv, you're gonna bury us all.
and she walks off into
She walks off into the rest of the sort of
The ocean.
into the ocean. She walks into the Walgreens. She walks into the
dives
Walgreens.
straight into a whale's
Yeah.
blowhole and disappears.
You walk out. You're at the Walgreens, and there's Dave's Video World right there, so you can walk right into work.
Great. I take my vest out of my backpack, make sure the stuff at the bottom stays at the bottom, and head on into work.
Ding, ling, ling. Wendell, you see Liv walk into work.
Hello.
Hey, Wendell.
How's it good? You know, beautiful. It's good. The days.
Hey, have you seen Dave?
No, I don't. I haven't seen Dave. Have you
Okay.
seen?
Oh, I should go clock in.
Okay, yeah, have a good one.
Brutal.
Liv, as you're walking past, we can see some little banners now and some sort of half-hearted balloons filled up with breath that are taped up high. They're sort of like sagging there a little sort of sadly for the going out of business party. As you walk past, there's a screen and there's a figure looming in the shadows on the screen of the TV. We see that there's a figure that is like bound and gagged to a chair. But we don't stay on that figure. We actually move in to see the person looming in the shadows. Can you physically describe the character coming out of the shadows up on that screen?
Oh, yeah. This is a boulder of a man, like upsetting to behold. Squeezed into a black suit, white button-down shirt with a tie.
We see this figure begin to take the tape off of the mouth here. And as it does, the figure looks up and says, King, look, I promise you, I didn't know.
Hey, use my full name.
Kingskin.
Thank you.
Listen, boss, I promise. I thought he was going for the drugs, so I tried to stop him. I didn't know it was the freaking floppy, droppy disk that had the information on it and nothing. I swear to God, if I would have known, I would have stopped him, but you gotta believe me. I'll make it all right with you. I'll go back in. I'll find him. I'll find his family. I'll get the information somehow. You can trust me.
Do me a favor. Step behind this door.
You see that another one of Kingskin's henchmen comes out and cuts the ropes, shoves the guy in the direction. What's behind the door?
Oh, nothing. I'm just gonna... And then Kingskin slowly pushes the door and crushes...
It's just bricks back here. Ah! 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 In Dave's Video World, you just hear, ah! Ah! Oh, he's getting squished? He's getting squished?
He got squished to death.
It's a door to a brick wall. He's
That
getting
dude got
Brief escape.
That's a little PB&J sandwich. Squish.
Liv, you walk into the back office. We leave Kingskin behind. You walk into the back office to clock in, and we actually see someone else in the back office. Reka, would you introduce your character?
Yes, this is Usha. She is 100 years old. But, you know, the melanin makes it so she doesn't live a day over 85. She's the oldest could be. She's never understood or used technology ever. She's the bookkeeper of Dave's Video World. She does everything with, you know, pen and paper, pencil and paper. If she's feeling like she might make a mistake. She's wearing an impossible number of cardigans on top of vests, on top of sweaters and layers with her work shirt on top of all of that. She's got a big necklace. She's perfumed with, you know, Tiger Balm ointment and, you know, whatever Walgreens perfume they were selling. She's always kind of squinting.
His cataract.
Unbelievable. Liv, you walk back and see Usha, who's the bookkeeper and kind of general manager of Dave's Video World back here, as you arrive to clock in.
Oh, hi, Usha.
Good morning.
Fully 3 p.m.
I'm almost finished drawing all the invoices. I make the tables myself with a pencil and a ruler.
Oh, yeah, they're always so neat, Usha. I just, if you could next time, just, I'd really appreciate direct deposit if we could ever manage that.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, no
You'd
worries.
have to turn every single day. You know, the computer's messed up.
I don't know if it is.
The computer's messed up. I keep calling and they don't know how to fix it. I can't turn it on. So if I can't turn it on, I can't do anything.
Who are you calling?
Huh?
Who are you calling?
I'm trying to call everybody.
Okay, yeah, no worries. I just thought I'd ask, but thank you.
Absolutely. So I'll mail them to your house. And if not, I'll drop them by if they don't mail.
It's okay. I just pick them up from here when I come.
Hey, makes my job easier, saves me a stamp.
Yeah, that's true. Save you the stamp.
She rubs your neck a little bit.
That's nice. I do like that.
Liv, as you head out, you see that the phone of Dave's Video World rings. The phone of Dave's Video World rings. It's like this old, like rotary phone. It's like everything's here a little bit old and rusty.
These
and
new
outdated.
phones are confusing to me.
Do you pick it up?
Yeah.
Picking it up, you hear, "Hi, Grandma.
Hi.
Hey, it's Lisa. How are you doing?
Oh my God, I'm good. Good morning.
I called the house phone and it was disconnected still.
Oh my God, I keep calling people about that phone. It doesn't work.
Disconnected.
Okay, I just think you have to plug it in.
Lisa, I'm plugging it into everything I can, and I don't get a signal. Okay?
Now, what do you mean by that?
I try to turn the phone on, and I never get a signal out of it. You see what I'm saying?
It doesn't make a noise when you put it to your ear?
No, it's not making anything. You know, and then I push all the buttons. What if I have to call 911? I can't even do that.
Okay,
I have to scream for them or something. The good thing I have the life alerts everywhere, but
Everywhere?
I don't know where I'm gonna fall down.
You see that your grandma says, "All right, Grandma, I'll give you, I'm gonna, let me see if I can call and try to get someone out there, but it would be, if you ever, you'd always be welcome to move."
Oh, I'm fine, sweetheart. That's so nice of you. I'm doing just fine. It's just all these appliances are not working for me. I'm trying my best, but, what I really need, I need a full-time mechanic in my house.
You see, she says, "All right, Grandma, I'll see about what we can do. I love you. I'll talk to you soon."
Okay, I love you. Say hi to everybody. Everybody you see, say hi.
She hangs it. We see behind you in the back room, we see a video playing, a tall mainframe, huge data servers everywhere. And in the middle of what feels like a frozen warehouse, we see a console, like 12 different monitors, multiple keyboards, and we see someone seated at the console. Reiko, who do we see?
This is G13. He is a hacker extraordinaire. He's the guy you call if you need to break into some computer system, if you need to access someone else's computer. He is gangly as all hell. He's wearing a hoodie that it's like probably an extra small and is still loose on him. Just kind of nasty gizmo guy. And he's just clacking away, kind of like it's a symphony. And he's spinning around unnecessarily in a chair, wheeling from places that he could probably just reach. He's just like wheeling in a wheelie chair around. Yeah, just looking really active at his computer and his big database.
G13, you hear in your headset that you've got here that Tanner comes in over the line and goes, "G13, the drill's coming up against the mainframe. We're gonna need to hack the core."
My God, already so soon? I haven't even gotten to the database yet. He's pressing and typing all sorts of things, and there's lights flashing. It's like, all right, I'm in. The password was easy.
Your computer says, "Database hacked. Well done, Mr. G13.
Hold on a second. He's checking stuff, scrolling. This thing knows where we're at. It knows who I am.
You see pixels form the shape of a bee in 8-bit illumination on the screen of your computer. And you hear a voice say, "We've been expecting you, G13.
Tanner, get out. Tanner, abort! Tanner, come through! Tanner! Fuck!
Does Usha notice the sound of explosions on the TV?
Barely. She turns and she's like, she's so perplexed by what the hacker was doing on screen. And then she unplugs the TV and the phone because she thinks they need to save battery.
Unbelievable. Awesome. That rules.
No wonder your phones don't work.
Yeah, we agree, they don't work.
Liv, Usha, Wendell, you hear the familiar noise of an extremely annoyingly loud engine as a tiny little sports car rolls up into the parking lot outside of Dave's Video World, and you see Dave, the man himself. Wildly weird patterned shirt, white snakeskin pants, black cowboy boots, aging very self-consciously, like for a much older face, and then like the white dyed out of his hair to the point where it's like really obviously poorly done, like, you know, Vanta black dye on his hair, like all light escapes it kind of thing. Widow's peak, tied back, long ponytail down to the butt. All the way down.
Hair gets stuck in his crack.
You see, ding-a-ling-a-ling, and he just walks in and goes, late, and walks into the back of the store and goes to, Usha.
Ponytail's coming in nicely.
This is the length that my hair has been.
Oh, sometimes it's back, so I can't tell.
It's always,
Sometimes your ponytail is more back, so I couldn't tell.
look, okay?
To no one in the room.
And she says, Usha, do you have the books ready? The IRS is coming in the morning.
Yeah, I'm finishing the invoice tables right now.
What do you mean invoice tables?
I'm finishing making the tables for all the invoices.
You're drawing a spreadsheet by hand?
The copier isn't working. So I couldn't copy any of the documents, so I have to hand do it. It's all making sense to me, Dave. It's not making sense to you, so what can I do? How do I help you?
Look, and you see that some of his hair dye begins to just leak openly down his face, as you see that a pipe above him is just leaking onto his head.
Uh-oh.
What? What do you mean, uh-oh?
The Walgreens upstairs toilet must be leaking. It's leaking on your head. Your mascara is dripping down.
It's not mascara.
The stuff you put in your hair isn't mascara? It's dripping like it's mascara. What am I supposed to do?
Usha?
Huh?
Listen, I try to be a pretty cool customer. I try to keep it buttoned up, and I try to keep it tied down, okay? And you really, I'll tell you what, you may not be able to push buttons on that keyboard, you push my buttons every day.
Well, I didn't know you had buttons, and I'll stop pushing them if you tell me where they are.
Okay, can you call Russell?
Yeah.
And just get him, because Russell will fix this, okay?
Okay.
Russell fixes everything,
She picks
all right?
up the phone. No dial tone.
Is there a dial tone?
No dial tone?
No dial tone? He goes,
Because I unplugged.
you unplug. So you see, he goes, everything's fucking, okay, get one of the kids to call Russell and get him in here.
I can do it, Dave. Dave, I'll call Russell.
Oh, that's so nice. I touch your neck again.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
Liv, call
sorry.
Russell and make sure that he's coming in. Also, it's getting a little bit closer to 4 o'clock, so I swear to God, if Dang is not here on time, I don't give a shit if it's the last fucking week. The kid is fucking fired, okay? God damn it, we need the fucking full inventory in. Do we have any word on this outstanding? There's a dude who owes us like $1,400 in late fees, okay? Give this guy a call, and you see he hands you a card that says Barsimian Higgs. And it looks like there's a title. It's rented out by number. So you see like the serial code that the video store has for it. And you see that he's rented this movie
thousands of times since the store opened in like the early 90s. And you do see that the outstanding late fees for it are a considerable amount of money. And for this guy who's like liquidating essentially, he's like, just make sure this guy comes in, hell or high water, we need these late fees paid today.
Okay, I'll lay down the hammer.
Usha, you're my rock, and I am counting on you, okay? Needs to tighten up around here. God damn it!
Yelling.
Sorry, Usha. You see Dave peels out and says, Russell, you got it?
Yep, I'm calling his personal cell phone right now.
You see he walks out and goes, what the fuck happened to the parking lot? There's donuts in the parking lot.
Well, that's crazy. Did anybody see anyone doing donuts in the parking lot? So I've been busy working, filing, getting it. I've been, everything's in order and ready for your inventory. All the inventory. I've been doing it. What happened?
I'm gonna find Paula, and we're gonna look at the footage. And if I see that any of your little BMX pals have been here, you know what happens when you do donuts in the parking lot? Do you know what happens?
What happens?
I drive my Stomati, okay, over the donuts, and that low-quality rubber gets pulled up into my wheels.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a luxury car brand.
Got it.
And you see he pulls out and leaves the store. As he does so, Liv, you've got the phone in front of you.
Okay, I'm dialing my phone, and it's ringing.
We cut over to an area outside of Dave's video world where we see a little bit of a different slice of Lake Elsinore in the Inland Empire. Allie, Jacob, would you describe the living situation of one Russell Field and his nephew, Andy Dang Lightfoot?
We are in, there's kind of like patio furniture outside. There's an overhang. There's like AstroTurf. It's really nice green grass. Stairs up to a double wide trailer where you go inside and you're in this like really nice living room, kitchen island coming out to separate the two rooms. Pretty much just like massive TV. It's like sparsely decorated, but it is like, it's nice. Like the AC's like blasting. You have no idea how hot it is outside.
There's a small tool shed in the back that has one window, like a twin-size cot and a ceiling fan. And that's where Dang sleeps. He's not allowed in the extra bedroom.
Yeah.
That is for guests.
That's actually for guests. Yeah.
Incredible. Allie, go ahead and describe your character for us.
Okay, I'm Russell Field. He is like 48 years old. He is in like a really perfectly worn in tank top that's almost becoming like see-through. It got like snagged on something, so it almost makes it a little bit of a crop top, and you just see his like, just like really hot hip bone up over some Dickies with like a belt and like a bunch of keys on it. He's just like a fix-it person, but he's been mostly working at Dave's video. He's like shifted all of his weight kind of like sassily on like one hip, and he's leaning on like the kitchen counter, and he's like on his cell phone.
Yeah, your phone rings and you pick it up and answer it.
Liv, talk to me.
Oh, hi, Russell. I didn't know if you had my number saved. Remember how you gave it to me because, well, anyway, hi, it's Liv from Dave's video store. Is this Russell?
Honey, you know it's right.
Oh.
What
Yeah.
do you need? I'll be right there.
Oh, yeah, we got a big leak coming out through a pipe in the ceiling.
Which room?
Kind of the main one and the back one.
Oh, okay. Huh. Must be Walgreens toilets.
Yeah.
Interesting. Can you do me a favor, sweetheart? Can you get back there and can you just feel the carpet? Has it soaked the carpet?
Okay, yeah, let me go feel it.
Good girl.
Okay. Yeah, Yeah, that's pretty soaked through.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. All right, I'll be right in. Thanks, Liv. You're gonna bury us all.
Pull it back.
Yeah, you need to pull it back. You go the good girl, but then you also say something really weird and old.
We're finding it. We're finding it.
We're finding it.
Yeah,
Feeling it.
Russell, as you're putting your phone away, you see that there's a text message on your phone that actually pops up here as well. And it's from Noah.
Oh.
There's a little photo of it. It looks like him in Amsterdam. He's giving you like a little peace sign. You see the caption says, "World tour begins, baby. Always talked about this crazy town. Wishing you the best. Next time, brother."
Okay. I think he kind of looks at it. He like zooms in, and it really does look like there's a street sign like in Dutch or something, and he's just like, that bastard made it. he hearts the photo.
Yeah.
And he just writes back, "That's incredible, man. I'm so happy for you. Keep sending pics," or something like that.
As you send that to your pal, you dip out from that into the rest of your text messages. And based on what I know about Russell, I think most of the numbers here aren't saved as contacts.
No, it's just numbers.
It's just a lot of numbers. Some of them are saying very flirtatious things. Some of them are saying kind things about a job you did and saying thanks for the help in the rec room or the den or, back in the garage. It really means a lot. Happy to work with you again. Just a lot of positive sentiments from people that are not saved in your phone.
Yeah. I feel like I meant to say more about this, but Russell is like smoking hot.
Yeah.
Russell has one gold tooth right here.
Interesting
He's just
first
like,
edition.
No, but he's like Elsinore hot. Like
Yeah,
he's like
yeah.
IE hot. And so I think also with stuff like weird, like good girl stuff,
Yeah.
no one's put him in his place for this. Like he just like says weird stuff and people are kind of like, crazy energy, we love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Noah was like his closest friend. I think he's deeply gutted. This is like the only name that's popping up in this whole like contacts. He needs to go out to the shed and grab some of his tools for this job.
Yeah.
But while he's walking out there, he's opened up like a dating app and he's just kind of like half paying attention, like scrolling through.
Absentmindedly. As you walk out, we leave your sparse but well-kept living place. We see like TBS on the TV in your room playing something. It has like the little chyrons of like other shows. But we see a classic 90s movie on there. There is a woman having like just disarmed a security system in a like royal museum. And you see that she's having an intense interaction with someone else. Go ahead and describe this character for me.
Yeah. So this is Jennifer Drips. She is a cat burglar, lone wolf, full latex bodysuit, incredibly capable, like badass woman.
You see across from Jennifer is Carter Holdwell, the Shadow Falcon. You see that this other gentleman thief is looking at you and saying, "Jennifer, fancy meeting a girl like you in a place like this? I always wondered what we might have done together, but then again, as you always say, you work alone."
That's true. I think you'd only slow me down, Carter.
Well, then perhaps we'd better speed up.
She slow motion flips back, one leg just gloriously filling the screen, the second one kicking the gun out of his hand, twisting around until she's on the ground, reaches up, grabs his like security clearance, stuff that he's stolen out of his pocket, and lands and starts laughing.
Unbelievable. As we leave from there, from Jennifer's successful grabbing of the security clearance, we move out to the backyard of Russell's back in Lake Elsinore as you approach the shed. Where do we find Dang?
Dang's like right in front of a tape dubber. He's listening to one tape and he's dubbing one song on the next tape. And he's just waiting for the song to finish so he can stop the record on the dubbed tape.
Dub moving through, final moment, and right before that final moment, Russell gets to.
Hey! Just gonna grab some tools and probably head into the shop. Do you need a ride or are you just gonna get there yourself?
I was gonna ask, can I get a ride, man?
Of course,
Hell yeah,
of course.
baby.
I grabbed some stuff. I'm like, would you mind helping me carry out some of these buckets? I'm gonna have to pull carpet up.
Dang. Hey,
Walgreens
kind of like
bathrooms.
Lakin? Yeah. No thanks. And he just kind of grabs it, grabs the buckets. He's not gonna say no. This guy's putting them up for free. And he kind of walks out. And right before he leaves, he pushes stop as the song stops. Yeah.
You push stop there. We see all kinds of cool musical equipment in here, different like tapes and decks, and I think we also see a show poster with like a number scrawled on it. Cool like graphic with like the magazine cutout ransom letters of like pirate radio bonanza, this time Los Angeles, California, for a date that has like long since passed. And you see just a phone number at the bottom with the words, hit me up. That show poster with that contact in Los Angeles, do you think Dang, like where does Dang keep that in the room?
It's like the one thing on a cork board.
Yeah, I love that. A cork board with like a little thing of thumbtacks, all this promise.
There's like other stuff, show posters, or maybe like a pin from a band or something, and or like a butt pat flap. Or something, but none of that's hung up. It's all just that one poster.
Yeah, getting those buckets, getting the tools ready.
What do you got going on here?
Oh, don't worry about that, man. You just don't. Oh, you just like.
I
Is
love
it a gift?
it.
Yeah.
Is it a gift for someone?
Yeah, man. It's just doing a little early Christmas shopping.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
You guys get in the car and head to work. As you guys come through, you see there's like one or two other people that are in the spot. You see someone being like, I can't believe you guys are closing down. What the hell? That's crazy. Why are you, I can't believe it. Why are you guys shutting down?
Because you're the only one in here right now. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Using streamers and not us.
Well, yeah, I don't rent from here. I just love the vibe.
Wait, so you're not gonna rent anything?
No, man, I have a computer. Yeah, no, I have a computer.
So that's why we're closed. Yeah.
But actually, if you just rented like what you wanted to see, that actually would come out to be cheaper than if you paid for all the streaming services.
And also some of the adult films we have here are out of print. Like you can't even search them online. Like you would only be able to, Olivia Lovely, she's retired and it's really hard to find like original videos. And we have like all of her stuff.
I don't see how it could break bad if all of our culture exists digitally and is stored by private corporations.
Oh, we don't have Breaking Bad. That's a little too new.
Oh, gotcha.
We didn't get that one.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be fine. I don't think there's any long-term ramifications of having no sort of collective ownership of actual, real, concrete media.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
Yeah, that you just love to pop on while you're...
Tough Kill, man. Best screenplay ever written.
You're right. That actually is getting pulled from Netflix next week.
What?
Yeah, they're moving the Tough Kill series.
Can't do anything about that. You see the guy walks.
Guess I'll never see it again.
The guy, you see, he walks out of the store just as Russell and Dang both walk in.
Empty-handed again.
Yeah, no, he said he likes the vibe of the place.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, got that.
Fuck that guy. Where's the leak?
Oh, hi, Russell. Sorry, I just popped a really big mint in no reason. just wanted to be ready. The leak is this way.
Okay, cool.
Ready for what?
What's up, nerds?
Hey, what's up, Dang?
Hey, sorry I'm on time.
Andrew.
Can I describe what I look like a little bit?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I feel like everybody's wearing like a uniform here, right? There's
Yeah.
like a vest. I'm wearing just a shirt that says Blast Radius, and then on the back it says Santa Ana, California.
Hell yeah.
And there's like a little explosion. Check them out. And instead of like the The uniform vest, he has like a jean jacket vest with like cheetah on the collar and a bunch of like band patches scattered around. And his pants are more patches than they are pants. Yes. So it's like we were talking about, like, is the ship still a ship if you replace?
Yeah, the ship
all
of
the parts of the
Theseus,
ship?
like
Yeah.
all the planks coming off and you replace them. So this is more patch than pant.
More patch than pant.
Great.
And and his hair is like, it was dyed and it was like mohawky, but now it's just like grown out, fried, not like the roots are his original color.
I love it. You see Dave sort of stalking out of the back. He goes, on time for once. Glad it happened in the last week.
Say thank you, man.
What?
Just say thank you.
Oh, I shouldn't. See, this is exactly the problem with your generation. This is exactly the problem with your generation.
Crazy, Dave. Okay. Where's the leak, my man? And I'm kind of like massaging his shoulders while we talk.
He
Ah,
leans,
working out.
some of his mascara gets on your face as he just leans in and is like, thank God, man. Thank God you're here. Look, I'll show you the leak.
Cool.
Do you want to come take a look back here? Dang, you want to post up?
Hell yeah, man.
Where
at?
You see he goes, sorry, dang. Andy, post up back in the, you know where. And you see he points to a little red curtained area with all the adult
My
films.
naughty little dreamland, baby.
Dang, you go set up in there.
Oh, and by the way, Dave, it's Dang.
Yeah, okay. And you see he takes off, and he says, here's the leak here. I gotta go find Paula, because shit is afoot. It's afoot. And you see he takes off out of the front door. Dang, as you're sitting in the back, the TV is playing What You Can Imagine, which is a little bit, you know, it's grating. Yeah. It's adult. It's playing some adult footage up on the TV, but you have your little remote to change the channel to something a little less grating as you're gonna be here for a couple of hours.
Snoozing.
You change over to one of the other feeds and you see a beautiful private casino in the mountains of Luxembourg. You see a well-appointed, fine, bespoke suit-wearing Count Otto von Schreik, staring across the table at one Greg Stock of Santa Patron. Go ahead and describe Greg Stock for us.
Greg Stock is a neutral figure. He's an anonymous, blunt instrument wielded by a department.
Yes.
He looks like anybody. And he looks like everybody.
Damn.
Does that mean his hair is black or brown or blonde? He just looks like everybody.
Unbelievable.
Blends in. You'd never assume that he was anything cool, but when he gets that suit off, he's cool. He's really cool.
You see Count von Schreik stands across the table from you. There are 4 empty seats at this hexagonal table. Only 2 of you left. 2 enormous chip counts. Behind you, an elegant woman in an evening gown. Behind him, you see a massive, burly enforcer wearing an Armani suit. The croupier, the dealer, stands over at the side. Each of you has your cards dealt, and you see that von Schreik turns to you and says, "You have had some small fortune this evening, Mr. Stock. And yet, perhaps your luck has run out." You see that the enforcer behind him dumps a bag of diamonds onto the table. The dealer scoops them into a little velvet-lined recession and puts a handful of platinum poker chips on the table. He says, "This will represent some meaningful percentage of the gross domestic product of my nation, Bulvania. All in, Mr. Stock."
I'll give you 1 second to change your mind and not embarrass yourself.
But this would be against the rules of poker. I think you will find my determination is as hard as my man Manfred's diamond teeth. The enforcer smiles for the first time, revealing 2 rows of perfect diamond teeth.
Quite nice. I'd hate to have lunch with you.
You feel,
You feel that
always making lunch
the woman
face.
the woman in the evening gown presses a snub-nosed revolver into your back, and as she does,
Sign it to see me live.
It's Austin Powers.
you see, she looks down as you say that, leans down, 2 ruby red lips against your ear, all blanks, unlike you, Mr. Stark.
Oh my God.
I just go.
And we move back to see Dang sitting on a stool in the corner of the porn section watching.
This guy shoots huge loads.
You have a ton of sperm.
Dude's kind of weird.
Click. Dave walks down the sidewalk past the feed and seed, past the abandoned H&R Block, and arrives at a small janitorial closet with a master lock over it that says janitorial/security. And he goes, inside of a tiny security office that also has like a mop bucket, smells wild, filled with tapes. Like, it smells like cleaning fluid, old rust, papers, old tapes. It's just so packed in here. The closet has enough room for 1 office chair, and we see Paula Gunvalson. Izzy, go ahead and describe your character for us.
Okay, Paula is a 58-year-old security guard, newly hired security guard. She is a curvy woman, buxom, and she's got her security pants sort of belted tight around. She's got thick, blunt, blonde bangs and heavily mascaraed eyes, and is applying bright pink lip gloss really fast in a ponytail.
You hear bang, bang, bang on the door outside.
Russell!
No, it's Dave. Russell's fixing the pipe.
Gosh.
Paula, is that you? Were there kids doing donuts in the parking lot?
I don't know, Dave.
Well, can you open the door? Open the door.
Sure. Hello?
You see, he looks and goes, can we review some of these tapes? Just, I want to get an angle on the parking lot because I think some of Wendell's friends or his brothers or someone's been doing donuts in the parking lot.
Well, I can't, Dave, because Usha unplugged the cameras.
Some of these cameras are on the roof. How did she get up there?
I don't know.
You see, he says, looks around. He begins to sort of file through some of the tapes and says, okay, well, this is one from the Walgreens. Can we check the Walgreens?
I can't right now, Dave.
What's going on with you?
I need to, it's my patrol an hour and I gotta get over to the store.
He looks at an old Windows desktop, IBM monitor that has just Facebook open on it. And you see, he goes, oh, you've been really busy?
Yeah.
What have you been doing on Facebook all day?
None of your dang business, sir.
Okay, all right. I'll leave you to it. If you can just review, he says, even just this most recent tape here, that would be a huge help.
Why don't you let go, Dave? I let go, and I'm feeling amazing. All right? Your shop's closing, honey. Nobody needs this.
Okay, you get paid by the businesses in the strip mall. You do work for us. You're not a cop, you're a security guard. And you're not even really a security guard. Check the tape, Paula! And you see he...
Can Russell walk up and knock on the door and slam it body, a little bit body into Dave?
As you do, bam, Dave gets it in the face. Gah!
Oh, Dave, I'm so sorry. Hey, Paula, do you have a carpet ripper in here?
Whatever you need. What?
What?
What'd you ask? You want to rip my carpet?
Can I rip your
Carpet.
pubes?
Can I just go through the tools that you have in here?
Yeah, Dave. Dave, actually, if you can't tell, I'm really busy and Russell needs me. So if you're done talking down to me while your hair drips onto your face,
Russell's just going through the tools.
then I'm gonna get back to my job protecting the mall.
You see, he shakes his head, looks at the mascara, the hair dye on the door from where Russell hit it into him. God damn it! And walks out. And you and Russell are left in here as you're going through the tools.
Russell,
You do have one. Thank God.
amazing. You rip it up. Rip it up.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe what that fucker was saying. I walked out, I hear, we work for him. That guy's SOL, all right? We're gonna have jobs long before this. Okay, I already got hired at Walgreens.
Yeah, you and me.
Yeah, that's right. I gotta grab your hand.
I found, I found some used tools on Facebook Marketplace for you, if you want.
Oh, please.
I could
Text them to me.
Yeah, pick them up tomorrow for you.
Oh, you don't have to do that. I'll run by with the truck or something. But thank you so much for keeping an eye out, sweetness.
It's my favorite.
All right.
Yeah, what else have I got to do?
Yeah. God, it's hot in here. Do you want a fan or something? I could try to find something.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, great.
Yeah. I normally just put ice in my shoes.
I've never tried that. That's awesome. Yeah, okay. All right.
As Russell heads out, Paul, you turn around to look at Facebook for Facebook Marketplace to get some tools for Russell's. Something new has come across your feed. It looks like Don and the kids and Don's new partner have posted a picture from Cancun. They're all at a water park together.
Paula's, it's a desktop computer, but she's gonna slam it down like it's a laptop.
Shattered glass, immediate hazard, enormously heavy, hard to do.
What the hell? Are you okay?
And then she's gonna pick up a hot pink mace gun that she bought herself that she keeps on her hip.
It just says prepper.com on the side.
She just holds it. Let's go over to the store.
As you go over to the store, you see walking up is one of the managers from Walgreens who just goes, hey, Paula, just wanted to drop this off for you for the day. This was the morning shift, and hands you a little cassette tape of the footage from Walgreens that morning.
Okay.
Walking into the video store, you open and see up on the wall on one of the screens, Tough Kill starts playing with Detective Jack Manhattan. Go ahead and describe Detective Jack Manhattan for us.
Jack Manhattan is a funny-looking guy in the hottest way.
Yes.
He's also wearing a white tank top, no shoes, barefoot.
Barefoot.
What? And he always looks like
We see
So he's kind of smizing.
yeah.
we see Jack Manhattan, haze and steam everywhere in a series of boiler rooms underneath the White House. And you hear a voice saying, Detective Manhattan, it seems you foiled yet another one of my plans. And you see Johann Schrader move out from the shadows and go and swing a wild haymaker that connects. Yes, barefoot once again, Detective. But if the shoe fits.
Seems the shoes don't fit, Johann. And you sound like you got egg all over your voice box.
The only egg in this room is the one you're about to lay.
And you see he takes out a...
calling me a chicken, Johann?
Oh!
Because I'm actually the cock of the walk.
Oh! And we pan out to see there's a gun duct taped to Jack Manhattan's back.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, bitch.
The famous catchphrase. Won an Oscar, cock-a-doodle-doo, bitch. We cut into the store. Paula, you enter the store with this little cassette tape.
I think I'm watching that.
It's fucking cool. It's effing cool.
And you guys enter the store. As you do so, Paula, you see that there's a little like deck to play the cassette tape on if you want to review it.
Wendell, I've got a tape here from Walgreens that Dave wants me to look at.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. You want
It's
me
of
to
the
watch it?
parking lot.
Why? Yes.
It's my duty to report any illegal activity, soliciting, or maneuvers.
Okay. Well, Dave. Technically, Dave said, "Watch out for BMXers." My brother's a motocrosser, so if you did see that, that's not what he's looking for. So you probably don't need to tell him about what happened.
I think you're technically right once again there, sweetheart.
In the middle of this, Liv comes bounding up and is like, "Oh, Paula, my work bestie. Hi.
Hi, sweetie.
How are you?"
I'm good. Living my best life, living my hottest, sexy, single life.
Oh my God, you're slaying.
I'm slaying. You, me. Slaying.
Wendell is gonna tap Liv with like a little sheet of paper. And I was like,
Oh.
I saw that you had Russell's number for like work stuff, and I know we.
You have what?
Oh,
I
yeah.
know we only have 1 week left, but if something came up within that week, now you have my phone number. To call me.
Oh, you wrote it down like
yeah.
old-fashioned style.
Yeah, you do, just in case you wanted to just throw it away or something.
Russell is like spidered out on the ground, like ass so high in the air, ripping the carpet out with this knife. Just like so sweaty and like, but he's still able to like look up and over and make eye contact with Wendell and be like,
Usha comes out and is blocking Paula's view of Russell. Hey, Paula, you didn't respond. My granddaughter's got a birthday party.
What?
Us ladies gotta stick together.
What?
You didn't respond to I left this Post-it note in your lunch cubby. My granddaughter's having a birthday party. Hey, your eyes are drifting again, Paula. You should check out my optometrist. They're very good. We can get cataract surgery together if you wanted. We could get the double special. I have a Groupon, and they will do 2 sets of eyes for one.
I'm so busy. I'm so busy.
Oh, you're sweating, Paula. You doing menopause?
No.
My my menopause lasted 20 years.
I have such a powerful period.
Oh, it could be a flash period. That's when your menopause hits hard.
No.
Talk about it.
No. I'm just so fertile.
I have some tissues in my backpack.
That won't do it.
No. Yeah, Liv, if she's having, when we ladies have our flash periods, you need a big pad.
This is eye-opening for me.
As Liv opens her backpack, I think you notice, Paula, and it might not be unusual to you, but you do see a little Stanford letterhead and a bottle of Midnight Secret nail polish.
Stanford?
Oh, yeah, got in, huh?
Is that? And you shouldn't, if you're gonna put those on your downstairs, you shouldn't just let them hang out.
Wait, what?
Your tissues that you were going to use to
They need to be sanitary.
Because Paula's having a flash period.
No, I'm having a youthful, dainty, but powerful.
I'm gonna go help Dang out.
Yeah, Wendell, and you actually see that sort of absentmindedly, Usha is holding a little outstanding fees card in her. If you're like looking for a way to get out of this conversation.
I'll look into this. Bye.
And you see a little Barsimian Higgs with a phone number and huge amount of outstanding late fees as you walk back and join Dang in the adult section.
Have you heard about this?
Whoa! Dang!
Sorry, I thought I was alone. Kind of gathers himself, he's sweaty. Sorry, Rashad was talking to me. He says he has a message for everybody at 3. What time is it?
It's
like 3?
almost 4. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like
He says he has a message for everybody around 4:20 p.m.
Okay. So that was.
Sorry, I was
Rashad.
being contacted.
Okay.
I thought I had a moment alone, so I was talking to Rashad.
Okay, because you're behind the red curtain and real sweaty, so just wanted to touch base.
Oh, dang. Yeah, no, I'm not jacking off, man.
Okay.
No, everything's
Yeah,
above board. I was just talking to the alien that talks to me.
Okay, well, yeah, no, that's totally cool. Like,
Yeah.
nothing weird about that. But speaking of weird, this Barsimian Higgs dude has like over $1,000.
Barsimian Higgs, he sounds like an exotic fruit.
Yeah, he's a guy who keeps taking this one video out since before I was even born, it seems like.
What movie?
I don't know, it's just the serial number.
Dang, let me see. Yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah.
Damn, he owes a lot of.
yeah.
Oh my God, what the hell?
That's what I was saying. It's a lot. Like, how do you even do that?
Well, you just keep doing it. You just go and you do it again, and then you do it again, and then you do it. I mean, it's all right here, man. It's on the ledger.
Yeah.
How does Wendell look, by the way, as you're looking at Dang, as he's like looking over all the fees, how is Wendell looking at Dang's mention of the alien entity that contacts him, Rashab?
So it is a face of, if you ever go back to visit, family and you have that one uncle who just goes off about that one time in the woods with Sasquatch, and you don't want to make him feel weird, so you just kind of nod and dissociate until you feel like it's safe to return. And that's so he kind of just tried to move past the Rashab. He's well aware of Rashab. He's heard many of Rashab's messages, and he knows at 4:20 he's probably gonna get another Rashab download.
You could look up on if you wanted to go to the house a little bit, you could look up what the serial code is. You could look in the records and see what that movie is. But out in front, Paula, you see that the little cassette deck is cleared for you to watch the parking lot footage.
Just do my due diligence.
You check out your screen, you're looking at like a smaller screen in front of you, whatever Liv and Usha are doing as Russell continues to pull up the mildew carpet. For Wendell and Dang, you do have a phone number to contact Barsimian Higgs if you want to.
Let's call this piece of fruit up, man.
Yeah. We'll definitely do that, and we'll make sure to be done before 4:20 because we have to.
I have no control. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it's 4:20, it's time.
Oh.
No matter where I'm at, he's in.
Well,
He's in me, and I'm him.
Well, let's definitely make sure we're not talking to a customer when that happens. And so he'll just dial up and put him on speaker.
Ring, 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 ring. You hear, hello, greetings, and whom, may I ask, makes their call upon my telephone this fine afternoon?
This is Wendell from Dave's Video World, and I don't know if you heard, but we're actually going to be shutting down soon, so we're kind of closing all the books on our customers.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it cannot be.
Oh, yeah. Also, I just wanted to say, the amount of money that you've spent, you could have just bought this movie. It would have been, way cheaper. But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna probably sell it, but we probably won't sell anything to you until you pay off these late fees and stuff.
Ah, the time has come to pay the piper, is what you mean to say. It
Yes.
always comes to the press. To whom do I have the honor of speaking? I cannot see your face, but your voice is made quite clear by the device.
Don't say your real name, man. This guy sounds too dark and mystic.
This is...
Say your snake legs, man.
He already said
your name. Oh, you did? Yeah. Never mind. Then forget that. Just take this out.
the name is Wendell Morris, but
Wendell Morris.
Yes, yeah.
Son of Charles. Your father I know well.
How? How do you know my? Do you hang out at the dirt park, the motocross park?
Ah,
Are you with the X Games?
Your father, a legend of the extraordinary games.
I mean, if you told him that, he'd be very happy. But yeah.
Yes, and 3 fine sons who
4.
compete.
I'm the 4th son. There's 4 sons. You said 3 fine sons. 4 fine sons. We're all great.
Well, let us settle up the bill, you and I, Wendell. How much do I owe you in the ballpark, so to speak?
Around $1,200.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, caramba.
Humana, my dear Wendell Awuga. Yes, yes. Well, that's a fine stack of farthings, isn't it? To go trip the old doubloons chest. Do you accept banker's notes at your emporium?
Is that a check?
I don't know, man. I've never heard of a banker's note.
The video. Do you require the return of the video as well, my good man?
Yeah. Yes. That's. We want the video and the late fees, please. Thank you.
Your Luca you shall have. And the video, I think, as well.
Try and get him here around 4 o'clock.
If you can come in by 4, that would be great.
Oh, is there then some bacchanal that you have planned?
We're gonna kind of have a party of sorts, since we're closing.
A bottle of wine, then, is called for. Well, Wendell, know this. The ending of an era is upon us. But in each ending is a new beginning concealed. Ta-ta for now, Wendell.
Oh, okay, yeah. See you when you get in here. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Hey, was it just me, or did that guy sound like he was getting eaten by a snake? I was trying to figure out what it was.
Yeah, he kind of sounded like a wizard or something. Yeah.
Dang and Wendell, you hang up the phone on Barsimian Higgs. We cut back out to the small screen that Paula is using. You're taking a look. This is from the Walgreens. You are sort of drilling down on it, looking to see if you can catch anyone doing donuts in the parking lot. The shot catches a large mirror in the Walgreens, one of those big rounded shield-like mirrors they have near the entrance for like going around a corner so you can like see people coming. And you look in that mirror, you see Liv on tape, an open backpack. The nail polish you saw in there earlier, takes it, drops it into the backpack, seals it shut tight, walks out, has a short conversation with a sad woman, and then leaves. Liv, I think you finish some business and walk over to join Paula.
Woo, what? Oh, sorry. I was just coming by.
Can I, try to shut it again?
Yeah, destroy a TV, huge hazard. Russell, you hear glass break.
Whoa!
Oh my God, the TV's broken. Everything's breaking.
The TV is broken.
See?
Liv.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll have
I
to
go
get
to
that.
go grab a broom and a vacuum.
Man, Russ is just the best, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the best.
I think I'm gonna take my 15 and head to the Walgreens. So.
Is you're gonna go to Walgreens?
Yeah, you need anything?
You know what? I'll come with you.
Oh. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Paula and Liv leave the store and head over to the Walgreens.
Oh, could you
together.
grab me a Diet
Yes.
Peach Cream Dr. Pepper?
Yes.
Sorry, I just got over here. You're going to the Walgreens. Can I get a Calypso?
It's too heavy.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you're about to say. It's too heavy.
Russell
we doing
Waves.
orders?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
orders?
Yeah, I got
I
it.
would like a lot of medicine.
Just an assortment or.
Dayquil, NyQuil, melatonin, vitamin C,
Oh.
elderberry, zinc for my hair, biotin,
Your hair.
vitamin
Okay, I gotta write these down. Hold on. Sorry.
I
Why?
would like scented soaps, Dr. Teal's bath salts.
Usha, I could take you over there later and I could carry some of this back for you if you want.
Okay, wow, I got a bed.
All right. Russell bends down to grab the dustpan and a thong sticks out over his work pants.
Uh-oh. Russell, your underwear are sticking out.
Oh. Oopsie daisy. Walks in, cleans up all the shattered glass from the TV monitor.
Liv and Paula walk out to go to the Walgreens, and I think Wendell, your little sort of like attention-grabbing thing. I think Russell, you notice Wendell like try to get Liv's attention.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's all good, you know. I just really wanted a blue lemonade calypso. It's just
Those are tasty.
yeah, but
We should do a boys trip over there. Hey, we should do a boys trip to
You know
Walgreens.
I'm down for a boys trip. Come on.
All right, we'll do a boys trip.
we'll
Let me
do a
clean up
boys
all this shattered glass and try to
Here,
figure out how I'm gonna replace this TV without Dave realizing. Okay. And then we could go do it. We could get it.
I grabbed like a broom and started.
Thanks so
helping you.
much. All right.
Rush.
Usha's got the books, and she's like, you know what? We'll take this off of the inventory so we don't even have it anymore. This makes absolutely no like accounting.
Yeah, I think even
You're
I
hearing
know
at
that
least
there's
something
no way.
criminal is happening in this moment. Yeah.
Take that off.
I think Russell just loves his life low involvement, and this does not even bother him. He's just like, not my circus, not my monkeys. Yeah, take that off the inventory. Like sweeping this shit up.
Over at the Walgreens, Liv and Paula walk in together.
Paula is just gonna grab Liv's arm and be like, is everything okay at home?
Oh, yeah, no real complaints. How about for you, Paula? Are you okay?
I can't even look at you. Olivia,
Yeah.
if you were breaking the law, would you tell me?
Oh,
Because you have to. Like in a court.
okay. Well,
As a
isn't it-
sworn officer of the law.
Oh, aren't you
my
just
good girlfriend
Well, that's true.
with a shared interest in men.
And we got good taste. Yeah, I would tell you. Anyways, I'm gonna peel off to get the things that the boys wanted.
Paula is weeping.
Tears stain the pink lip gloss.
All right. Okay. You go do that.
Okay. Liv goes to the different aisles,
Yeah.
You grab the drinks pretty quickly.
grab the drinks. I spotted like a thermometer and I just slip it in my bag. Like it doesn't really matter what the item is. It's kind of just whatever strikes my fancy just to
Do
see
I
if
see
I
that?
can.
I'm gonna say, let's make
we
our
gonna start
first
rolling?
roll of the game. Give me a wits roll, DC 4, and we'll call this a difficulty of 2.
Interesting.
Wow.
Okay.
You don't see it.
Okay.
That's rough.
Well,
But you get a
But go ahead and give yourself a turbo token, the first turbo token of the game. Liv, you collect your things,
It was an accident.
but
You do.
But Paula, there was a period of time, so I think you didn't see it, so there's a period of time where Liv is like away from you and in a different aisle. You guys head back to Dave's video world as Dave comes in and is like, all right, let's get the party started. It's 4:10 right now. Let's just try to get,
Hey, can I take my 15 and 10?
can you take your 15 and 10?
Yeah.
Andy, we're right in the rush.
Dang.
Yeah, dang is right. We're right in the rush of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, snake pants, please. Can I take my break in 10?
Let me tell you.
Reptile legs.
Let me tell you something, my man, big man. I'll tell you this right now. These snake pants are gonna have your shit on them when I put my foot so far up your ass that I have to sell these back to the snake skin dealer I bought them from for $400.
Spent $400 on pants.
You got him
You're
from
gonna
the
get
snake
his
skin.
poop on your pants?
Yeah, because my foot's gonna be so far up your ass.
Yelling.
I keep it.
100.
I've been sabotaged by all of the fucking deadbeats and losers at this fucking shop. And I tell you something right now, you hear ding, 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 ding. A man that makes Usha look like a child. a ghoul from the graveyard. Like everything about this man, the man is balding but has a crown of hair that joins his eyebrows and walks in. Everything about this man lets you know that he owns dozens of birds. And he walks in and goes,
I hope I have arrived in time to join the festivities.
Hey, Dang. Is this that Ray Shop dude?
Persimmon?
A fan of dried fruit am I, though not yet a persimmon. Barsimian Higgs, my name. I have come to settle the bill.
you see Dave goes, is this late fees guy? Is this late fees guy?
Yes, it's the late fees.
I'll
Called him.
I'll handle it.
We called him. We called him. It was a joint effort.
Usha's hot.
You see that Dave walks in the back. You see Barsimian looks and says,
Enchanté, mademoiselle.
Oh my gosh, Spanish. Hello.
you see he goes,
Forgive the old dusty bones of a vagabond like myself. I have come to return a rented videotape.
you see he reaches into pockets in slacks. His hands go past his knees. That's how deep his pockets are. And as he pulls out, just a lot of sunflower seed shells come out as he pulls a VHS tape out of his front pocket. And he says, the tape in question.
Nobody touch that. Nobody touch that.
Did you eat those seeds yourself?
No, my birds gobbled them up. Hungry little birds. Their beaks are dry and hard.
I think I'm holding hands with the girls. Just like we're like squeezing each other's hands like.
I'm like covering Liv's ears.
Usha's husband died almost 80 years ago, like 70 years ago, which when they were like 27. She's like so turned on by this man. This is like the first like slightly older gentleman.
Wait, I left on for this. Oh my God, there's stuff out there.
And then Usha makes eyes at Paul. He's mine.
You see? Barsimian turns to look at you here. By the way, as Liv comes back in, I think Paula, like being sort of disgusted by Barsimian, he says,
First, we settled the bill.
and says, could you take me to your
Register.
Well, I don't know how to use the register, but I'll enter everything in my books in the back room.
Well, then, once more to the breach, dear friends.
I'm Spanish.
he walks back with you, and Paula, in this moment of distraction, as like Russell's holding people's hands, you do see that Liv has set her backpack down.
I'm gonna go in there.
You look and see a thermometer that you know was not paid for. And Liv, I'll ask you to roll a difficulty 2 wits check for me.
Okay, so that's a
D4.
Also, is it funny if there's just like way more stuff in the backpack that's just like unexplained, but there's there?
Yeah, other things that have been shoplifted, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 2.
You see Paula looking through your backpack in the corner.
Oh, hi, Paula, hi, I just like to carry things around. Those are from home, so.
They're from home.
Yeah, because, you know, that's where I spend time every day. Anyways, I should give the boys their drinks, so
Do I see this?
You do see this.
Liv, did you bring me that thermometer that I was asking you to bring me from home? Because, you know, I think I might be getting sick eventually.
Oh, yeah, Wendell, I did.
Oh, okay. Could I have it? And I'll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Thank you. It's for me. They had unopened.
Likely story, okay? How do you explain a pair of size 14 slippers?
Those are my dad's.
With the tag on?
He was wanting me to return them.
You hear a stamp, 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 stamp as Barsimian takes a curlicued rubber stamp and inkwell and puts it on what looks like a postal office banker's note from a government you're not familiar with. And he says, paid in full, 1,200 United States dollars.
Wow, I've never seen a check like this before. Is it new?
Far from it. It is as old as time.
I like the sound of
Unlike
that.
you, young lady.
Oh, no.
But there is one thing I treasure above all else. Kindness. So let's be kind. And rewind! And you see he strolls out into the hall and goes to the professional rewinder and says, may I help myself behind the counter to rewind my tape? I neglected to do so in my man's.
Dang, just kind of does a big gesture. Get to work, baby.
He takes it out and he shows you a VHS copy of a tape with the title, Never Stop Blowing Up. In all of literature and fine arts, works of culture, artifacts of our species' understanding of life, the nature of the cosmos. You hear the rewinding starting. It says, the telling of stories is our greatest achievement. He pops it open and says, I've rented this thrilling tale more times than I can count. Have you ever seen it? This little wonder of David's video world.
I hate to say it, I mean, you kind of been hogging it.
Yeah, no, we've never. That's our only copy, and you've been.
You must understand, my friend, I never grow tired of it. I watch it again and again and again. And yet I am left with a terrible question. How will I rent it if the video world closes, going the way of the H&R Block before it?
I hate to say it, maybe you could stream it or.
No, Miss Skylar. There will be no
How
streaming.
do you know my name?
I know everyone's name who works at my favorite video rental store. Here, I think it's time we watched the movie. Puts it into a VHS. 4:19. Clicks over to 4:20.
My arm.
And as it does so, he says, now, no talking during the movie, and you've missed your last chance for popcorn! And all of you are frozen with light. You feel the most powerful channeling you've ever felt. As the title comes on, Never Stop Blowing Up. Boom! You feel lights everywhere throughout. All of you are flinging. You see all this unwinding, wild visages of falling through endless nights, skies, and all of a sudden, boom, Wendell, you are racing down the Los Angeles River in a car going 180 miles per hour. Outside the window, you see a guy who is on a motorcycle. He's got a katana at the end of a 14-foot length of chain, whipping it over his head. Thrill-seeking, boy! Let's do it!
wah, and slices the side view mirror off of your car.
Wow!
I'm gonna need a drive check right now to not wipe out and crash your car at 180. Difficulty is 8.
All right.
What's your drive skill?
Did we all start at?
D4.
Yes.
Everything's a D4, and you need to roll an 8 on a D4.
Okay, let's do it. It's a 3.
Failing by
driving though?
I lowered the DC of a drive check by 3 to avoid pursuit.
So what did I say? I said 8?
Yeah.
Goes to 5, which means you are not failing by 5 or more, which would have been severe injury. Ooh. So you skirt out and slide, bam, you hit a tail post, and as you do, there's like a flash of green, and suddenly you hit the car, and boom, it stops. And you are flying through. You look at your forearms, thick, muscular forearms on the wheel of this car. Go ahead and take a turbo token as you fail that skill check. Looking in the seat beside you, you see a pack of dynamite.
What is this?
We cut to a nightclub. As you hear music thundering. Liv, someone approaches you. You are surrounded by dangerous-looking gangsters, beautiful, sinister women cackling and drinking their martinis, and a man approaches you and says,
Boss, we found it. You want it now or later?
Liv like looks behind. You're talking to me?
Yeah, I don't see nobody else here. You're who I'm talking to.
Boss, is funny, right? See everyone laughs.
Oh, everyone is scared. Sorry, what was your question?
You want it now or later, boss?
I guess now?
Liv almost dropped.
You are in an open nightclub, and they kind of almost lost it, holding a full bag of what looks like, you see, he goes,
ha, 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 ha. Little bit of snow for your ski trip. That's cocaine.
Oh, thank you for letting me know.
You got it, King Skin.
Should I just open this now, or?
Oh, boss wants to start a party! Woo! And you see that a guy next to you goes,
Thanks for the generosity, boss. Butterfly knife.
in between his fingers, stabs it through his hand, and blood leaks over the table.
Yeah, give little Johnny Knife a taste.
Pulls it out and slashes the bag open, mixes the blood with the cocaine, and does a bump. We are gonna move from
Bordering
there.
his nose
Dang, you are channeling electricity.
R-A-S-H-A-B!
Tight metal hallway. You feel the weird silence of deep and intense pressure, and the floor is not even. You're in a fuselage, like a metal hallway and something, and you look, deep red lights everywhere. You feel like you're in a submarine. As you're looking along, you have a gorgeous suit on in this moment.
The hell?
There are 2 soldiers that walk around the corner. You see one of them goes, Greg Stuck! Pulls a gun, and I'm going to need a tough check from you.
Tough check.
He's gonna roll his attack. He has a D10 on weapons.
Whoa.
Explodes. Oh my God. What do we roll on our D4?
Four.
A 4! You explode! Okay, this is our first explosion. You move to a D6 in tough.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll 6. 6! Oh my God!
8, right?
And roll D8, yes.
It's an 8?
Yeah.
That is an 8.
7.
Oh my God.
17.
This guy exploded and gets all told a 13. What did you roll? You rolled a 4, a 6, and a 7.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
17, and your tough has graduated all the way. You now roll a D8 in tough as your skill total. So Andy Dang Lightfoot should be dead, but you feel it in this moment. You've been waiting for this all your life. And as the gun comes out, you hit something and go, not like this.
Not in this moment. Describe for me the incredible success you achieve. As this guy pulls the gun, what does Greg's stock do in this moment?
There's like, you see his pupil and you see it get big and it zooms in and you see like neurons firing in a brain that have never touched before. And he grabs the gun and he flips the mag out, puts his own mag in, hollow points, boom, 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 boom.
Both guards drop. You have the mind and memory of Dang. This is Andy Lightfoot on this submarine, but there is some part of Greg Stock's muscle memory as you are within the world of Never Stop Blowing Up.
Thank you, Rashab, for this moment of power.
Honestly, you could not be more convinced that Rashab is real. You've just exploded twice on your first roll of the game. Rashab is real, and it is the explanation for whatever the fuck is
I've
happening.
never felt your power before, Rashab, and I welcome it.
You hear in your ears saying,
St. Lawrence, what in the devil are you talking about? Keep your eye on the mission.
Of course, whatever you say, Rashab.
you hear the voice in your ear say,
Schematics, front left pocket of the rear guard.
you go through. Deck of playing cards. You pull it in, and as it does, you hear a beep beep as you retrieve your mission objective. Paula, you are sprinting over the Los Angeles rooftops. You see that ahead of you, there's a guy with a duffel bag and a full ski mask over it who is leaping from rooftop to rooftop. These incredible leaps and jumps. You come into this world in mid-sprint. What do you do?
How am I running so fast and hard?
You yell out, how am I running so fast and hard? Give me a stunts check in this moment. We'll call it difficulty 5.
3.
Now, you do have a turbo token from earlier if you wanted to add 1 to that roll.
And I would explode?
And you would explode.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, you spend, put it in the pan up there. That is correct. So that's a 4. Go ahead and roll your D6.
4.
That is an 8. So you reach deep into yourself, and whatever fate had in store for Paula Donaldson is suddenly in the beating heart of Jack Manhattan, and you feel your muscles tense. You spring forward in between 2 50-foot skyscrapers and bam! Hit this parkour assassin and tumble into the gravel as you push him into the ground and scurries around. He's gonna take a swing. Give me a tough check.
And that'll be a D.
D4. Only a difficulty 3 right now.
Okay.
4 explodes. Here we go.
3.
7. You get cold cocked across the face. Boom! And your jaw, you feel his hand break, and your jaw is sturdy as a fucking rock.
Oh my gosh, my arms are so hairy. Just bleached them.
This guy quickly scurries to his feet, but you see, he says, here, and throws the bag. As he throws the bag, something skids across the ground in front of you, an evidence pouch with bullet casings. Whoa. As that lands in front of you, we cut to a room filled with servers. Huge stacks of cards, chips, mainframes, and Usha. You are looking at a series of servers, and you are holding in your hand the Shadow Falcon Protocol. Whoa. As you look at it, and you hear beep, 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 and you see,
Hello?
you see it says,
G13, what's up, you old snake?
Hey!
we're,
This incel.
yeah.
Hey!
When you're in,
We're in position. Upload the protocol.
Okay, sorry, what? She looks down, she's, oh my God, I'm skin and bones, disgusting. Okay.
G13, the protocol. Upload it.
Who is this? Is this Lisa's husband?
What?
Can I talk to Lisa? I just want to patch my granddaughter in. I don't
you
know
look in a sort of reflective service and see G13 staring back at you, speaking like Usha.
Oh my God,
I'm hideous. Oh my God. Okay.
G13, the protocol.
Okay.
We only have a limited time in this position.
Give me a DC 10 tech check.
1.
Go ahead and take a turbo token. What does Usha do as she cannot upload the shadow protocol?
Okay. This is huge. And she sticks it into just a slot she sees, which is just like the space between 2 machines. And maybe it starts sparking. So it's like not a place
You put it into the fan vent.
Yeah, exactly. It goes and it shreds up.
You hear,
G13! G13! Oh no! They're shooting us! With guns! I'm fucking dead! I'm fucking dead!
Did it work?
and we cut.
Real
fucking dead. Did it work?
Did you get your download?
And we cut to Russell. You were looking at a screen in Dave's video world seconds before. Now you are in a crawl space, and you've been in tight spaces with Repairer before, but you realize you're in a working air vent. Air conditioning is moving over your back, and you feel a gun like attached to your inner thigh. You are in a latex catsuit. You hear some talking up ahead.
I'm not wearing my headlamp. This is very dangerous. My body doesn't ache. This isn't.
Yeah, you move through. Give me a difficulty 3 stealth check.
Okay. 1.
Okay. You are moving forward, and you hear.
I'm just kind of swishing back and forth in the latex. It's like.
Yeah, the latex is sort of squeaking, and the thing that makes the final noise is something clatters out of your hand, something you were watching before. The security clearance you grabbed from the man's belt in the museum. Whoa. As that clatters in front of you, you hear a noise in front of you say, "Stop." You hear that noise. And then, blam, 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 blam. You hear bodies hit the floor. And you look through the air vent and you see an enormous muscle-bound figure. Rippling, thighs, tries, pecs, abs. It's got this like multi-pocket Utila vest, a huge AK-47 over the back. This like Street Fighter looking insane person turns up just standing in pool of blood in this like guard break room in this facility. Stares up and looks right through the vent, making eye contact with you. Smoking gun.
Russell feels real bodily fear in a way that he hasn't ever felt before. Or like at any part of his body could be attacked at any moment.
Looks at you. Well. My advice to you, Miss Drips, never stop blowing up. Boom! The wall explodes in flame. You see a truck pulling it out. Helicopter noise, rope ladder. This figure grabs it and says, "Hope you enjoy the late fees."
I try to
and he is off on the rope ladder, and that is all for this episode of Dimension 20 Never Stop Blowing Up. Tune in next week.
You or am I feeling a man's face?
Wendell, it's me.
I'm me.
Yeah.
But you're you.
Yeah.
Hey, we need some freaking rules around here.
Come on, bruh.
Come on, bruh.
Come at him, bro.
What?
Oh, I'm just being funny today.
Walking
You see-
into UCB like,
You see a guy laugh at the boss's joke. Bow!
I want to find this chump.
It's personal. Whenever you do this, you go wild. You're a loose cannon, man.
Loose cannon. I'm crazy. I got a mind that shoots.
Put your service weapon.
Car.
God damn it! Don't shoot a car.
the computer isn't working. Something word up.
Word up?
Word. It word up. Can I get a second one?
G13, did you fuck us?
Kill it!
Are you in position?
Just ping it. Can you ping it?
You want me to ping it?
Just send me a ping.
Ping?
The neurons are shaking hands.
These neurons.
Go find me a whip. And he runs towards the
With the dynamite. You try that, and it goes beep, 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 opens. As it opens, you see that there are a number of.
I sprint.
You sprint. You sprint.
That was cool.
That was cool, man. I don't know what you want me to say.